Hello, welcome back to The Remedy, brought to you by Coos Health and Wellness. I'm Eric Gleason. Today we're joined by Lance Nelson, the Chief Experience Officer at Waterfall Community Health Center. Thanks for joining us, Lance.
Absolutely. It's good to be here.
So, I know that if you're paying attention to the news at all, there's been a significant increase in our suicide rate in the area. Mm-hmm. What, if anything, can we do as a community to try and support the end of suicide?
Well, certainly there's a lot of things that each individual can do in our community. One of the things that I've got involved with is called the Out of the Darkness Suicide Awareness Walk. Mm-hmm. And our community had the first one last year at Ferry Road Park. And I just decided that this was such a powerful event and something that was meaningful to our community that we needed to continue it this year.
Yeah, it was really neat to see everybody coming together mm-hmm. to do it last year, and I'm just super excited that you guys have decided to take that and run with it. So, right. Can you tell us a little bit more about the walk and its purpose?
Well, the walk is actually part of a national movement from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they are an organization that's dedicated to raising awareness about the suicide epidemic in our country, but also to raise funds for suicide research, and they advocate at both the state and federal level for funding sources and ways to conquer this problem. And AFSP has a goal of reducing the national suicide rate by 20% by 2025. So that's a really heavy lift for them, but we're happy to partner with them in any way we can.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
lofty
jump.
Goal.
That's a lofty goal. So what are the details for this year's walk?
So this year, we've actually moved the walk from Ferry Road Park in North Bend to Mingus Park in Coos Bay. A couple different logistic reasons for that, but the event will be held September 7th, and it will start registration at 9 a.m. The actual walk starts at 10, and it's just about 2 miles long. We will kind of gather up at the Mingus Park Amphitheater and have a ceremony of remembrance there for some of the folks in our community that have lost loved ones and friends to suicide. And then we'll have a few remarks and then take off on the walk. And there are some shorter versions of the walk if people don't want to go the full 2 miles. There's even a way you can virtually participate. If you can't be at the walk, you can still be a virtual walker, and there's some neat opportunities there to not only raise money and raise awareness, but also to support friends and family in the area that have lost loved ones. And it's hard to meet anyone who hasn't been touched by suicide in some way.
No, you're right. So how can people get involved?
Well, we would encourage people to participate in the walk if at all possible. We're really expecting a large turnout, and we've already got over 100 people registered for the walk for this year. And we really want people to show support in our community for this event and this cause. We have other options. If you can't be involved in the walk, you could certainly sponsor someone who's in the walk. If you own a business or you're part of a business entity, sponsorship for the walk is available. That gets you some good publicity and partnership with the event as well.
I think that's great, and I would really recommend that if you have the opportunity to get involved, please try to get involved. It does a great deal for the community. Not only that, but like you said, it's hard to find someone that hasn't been touched. It's in some capacity by suicide itself.
Right.
And this is a very important way to get that across. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Lance at Waterfall or on the Facebook page. You got a Facebook page, we'll put it up on the screen.
Sure.
For The Remedy, brought to you by Coos Health and Wellness, I'm Eric Gleason. Thanks for joining us out there.